Welcome to The Patty Show. My name is Patty Setiatti, and in this podcast, we'll explore the crossing point of the three P's: passion, pleasure, and positivity, and how they can lead you to your own personal paradise. We'll chat with inspiring guests, share practical tips, and dive into stories that will empower you to live your best life. Let's get the Patty Party started. Welcome back to The Patty Show, everybody. Woo! Thank you, studio audience. Thank you, arigato. Arigato, everybody. I'm so grateful. Can't believe it's episode 28. We're on season 3, and this is our mid-season recap. I know, it's crazy. Time is flying by. Episode 28 of The Patty Show. We've had so many great episodes from episode 1 all the way up until now. Season 3 has been a banger. Like I mentioned, y'all, we had a lot of great guests. I'm excited for the second half of season 3. I can't wait y'all to see some amazing faces, a lot of inspiration, and a lot of great vibes. But this episode is all about the first half of season 3 and how we've all grown and shaped into, beautiful, amazing, blessed people pursuing our personal paradise. If you can see, we're back at the crib over here. Shout out to the crib. Whoop, whoop, right there. Yeah, we added some stuff. Let's see. Let me point this way. Yes, there we go. Look at that. We added some stuff to the crib, y'all. K-Town. Shout out K-Town. So I forgot which one it is, but shout out to my girl Lucy. She was on the podcast, season 3, I believe, episode 19, I believe, with Colin. I love y'all. Miss y'all. We'll get to y'all soon. But one of them is like the COVID-19 strand. So that was definitely a crazy point in my life. I'm sure with everybody else as well. We'll get to that eventually. But welcome to the Patty Show, y'all. Today we're gonna have a little mid-season break. Have some good vibes today. Catch up on life because life has been life and all right. But I'm blessed and grateful, and I'm excited to recap the past first half of this season. So arigato, tune in, and like I said, y'all, you gotta follow us on at Patty Show Podcast on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, I believe, everywhere you can find podcasts and good vibes. YouTube, let's get those subscribers up. Let's keep locking in, keep sharing the message, keep having good vibes all the way. We got to explore that passion, pleasure, and positivity, and hopefully we can all reach our personal paradise. Arigato. So today on the Patty Show, our first little segment, we're going to recap the episodes that were more focused on passion. All episodes kind of talk about everyone's passions. We have multi passions as human beings. There's always more than one. Some people love cooking, some people love cleaning, and some people love acting. And if you do that, please be my wife. Stop playing. You know where to find me. But yeah, so this first segment, we're going to talk about the episodes where the focus was on passion. And what better way to start than have season 3's premiere episode, episode 18 with my brother, Harrison Tagnadong. Shout out to my brother. We've been through a lot, y'all. I'm telling y'all, watch that episode. We're talking about how, like, in high school, yeah, that's crazy to think. I was 14. We met when I was like 14, 15, and now I'm 26, turning, 27. Been 12 years or something, Harrison. It's been a long time coming for everything that's happening. But man, I'm super grateful. Thanks for coming to the show. Thanks for giving us your space and sharing about your disciple lifestyle, how Burna Boy shaped a lot of your, vibes when it comes to African culture, but also now how you're kind of drifting away from it because of the more spiritual side of it. I'm just so proud of you, man. And thanks for sharing the power of just, pursuing what you want, pivoting, doing. This guy does everything. Like, he does a little DoorDash, Uber, all that stuff while working with that nonprofit in Bridgeport, helping those kids and those youth try to get out the hood, so to speak, and just lock in. So Harrison, you're a great inspiration. Y'all got to tune into that episode. We had a fun time. I remember, I appreciate again your vulnerability, man, talking about like how being African now it's super cool. Everyone wants to be African. I mean, I'm real with you. I think I'm part like African, like 1%, something like that. Shout out. But yeah, before, they used to say like the African booty scratcher or crazy stuff like that. I remember growing up, it was the same thing. Everyone was saying crazy stuff about anyone outside of the U.S., any of those cultures, especially like Asian culture. I know they'd be saying like Ching Chong, Makahaya, all that crazy stuff. I'm sure with you too, you know how it was with the whole African booty scratcher, or like people are villagers or crazy stuff like that. A lot of negative stuff growing up. It builds character, obviously. Grateful that I overcame it, but not a lot of people overcame the bullying and everything. So if y'all see any bullying, you know where to find me. I'm the new security guard. Patty the security guard got the hair out. I'll handle it. So stop playing. But yeah, man, I'm so grateful that you were vulnerable and sharing your story, talking about your passions and how you're gonna keep developing. So that episode was super fun. I'm so glad that we got to connect again after a while, because I know I moved here to LA almost, oh god, it's over a year. So time is flying by, y'all. I'm so grateful. And the next episode on passion, thank you again, Harrison. Episode 21 with my brother Barry Gray. Oh man, that was a blast. Shout out Capital One. What's in your wallet? Yeah, so we did it on the Capital One Cafe, y'all. I mentioned on the episode. And first of all, shout out Capital One, man. Y'all got me, man. I just got my new travel card, so just get ready for all the traveling. Be prepared to be sick of me. I'm trying to travel everywhere. But Capital One, y'all always took care of me. Please, hopefully you'll sponsor the Patty Show one day. But man, Capital One, what can I say? That cafe was amazing. I love how you can book rooms and then just do whatever you want. You can study, get some conference calls, or record a podcast like me and my boy Barry did. Thank you for coming, man, on your busy schedule. We found a way when I was in New York, and we just chopped it up, had a fun time, inspired people. Thanks for sharing about the whole, meditation aspect of Buddhism. And I'm trying to remember what the Om and everything like that, but I'll get better at it. I promise, my man. Thanks for being vulnerable and sharing your story as well, man. The whole corporate lifestyle. Sorry, my corporate bros and everybody out there, sponsor the Better Show, but how it just wasn't for you, man, and you pivoted so well, music industry, and then pivoted again. Now you're a family architect. Shout out to my homewreckers out there. If you need a homewrecker, you can find me at 203. If you want to find me, just let me know. It's at Patty Setiati. Also, if you're looking for a fitness coach online, all that good stuff, trying to stay fit, be sustainable, I'm trying to help out my fellow busybodies out there get their dream body sustainably and have a fun time while doing it, because fitness can and honestly is super fun. So shout out to at Patty Setiati Fitness. Let's get those followers up and DM me, y'all. You know where to find me. Arigato. But yeah, man, the episode was super transformative, Barry. I appreciate you. Like again, man, thank you for just the first time we actually really connected with the whole golfing and everything, putting us under your wing, man. The patience you had, another P, to take care of me, Jan, and Lucario. God damn, man. Yeah, we were a bunch of goofballs, but thank you again from the bottom of my heart. Your family, your brother, please come to LA. Harrison, come to LA too. Everybody, just come to LA. Let's bring the good vibes. Keep chasing your dreams, and thanks for sharing. One day I'll get that yoga class coming in. Om arigato, all that good stuff. Thanks again, bro. And of course, another passionate episode, my brother, Lucario, Alcide. Man, this episode was a long time coming. The fact that it was number 24 is wild. Shout out to Kobe, rest in peace. Man, this episode just had it all. I wish the episode could be longer. We'll have to have you again on the show, because we have so many crazy stories. I can't really say too much. I explained it a lot on the that episode. Kept it a little PG-13. Maybe one day we'll release the whole stories. But it was such a blessed time, man. Thanks for sharing this, all your knowledge, man, and your passion for occupational therapy. Y'all gotta follow his occupational therapy Instagram. He's locked in. He's helping so many people. Moved in Boston, doing his thing, man. This guy truly inspires, man. The idea of occupational therapy, if y'all don't really know, he explains it in the episode, but helping people with their occupation, whatever that may be. If you're a student, going to school is your occupation. If you're a personal trainer, training personally, personal training people, there you go, is your occupation. Shout out, right here. It's one of the occupations I do. But yeah, man, it was just a great time, and I felt like we really reconnected again because I don't know if you mentioned it on the episode, but it's we have like a funny relationship because we're like he's family, like he's met my family, I met his family, like all love always. But we there's like literally sometimes weeks, months we don't hit each other up. Maybe like on stories we're like, hey, heart and give good vibes. But a second we rekindle again in person, especially, it's like I seen him yesterday, and I love those friendships. All the people that I truly love, man, y'all know who you are, man. It's just easy to rekindle all the vibes and the energy, even if it's been months, weeks, whatever, years, sometimes even. So thank you again for being on the episode. Y'all got to tune into that episode. We'll elaborate a little bit more, but man, that was a fun time with Lucario. Episode 27, another passionate episode with our girl Jordan Castillo. Shout out to Sean Paul, inspiring her. This girl right here, man. Jordan, you are so talented. I gotta further emphasize when I saw you in live singing for that time. I think it was your second gig or something like that, or I forgot. But it was early in your singing career and stuff, and you knocked it out the park. I'm gonna have to share all those clips because, girl, you were just singing your heart out. I don't even know the names of the songs. I just know I had a fun time with my boy Chris. Shout out Chris, Squid Game Gang. And yeah, like thank you for sharing your story about how when you did that water polo thing, you were committed, like super young, and then you realized, I'm trying to be like Sean Paul and become a singer and create art. So that was a beautiful thing. I didn't know Sean Paul also was in the Olympic team, I believe you mentioned. So that's a really fun fact if y'all want to share that to the office, a little small talk. But yeah, it was just beautiful. The episode was fun to rekindle again. Similar like with Lucario and a lot of my people, relationships wise with all my people. If I haven't seen her in like almost a year since Squid Game, and we just like I said, just like that, like we rekindled like it was nobody's business. It just felt like yesterday I saw you. So thanks again for that episode. It was a fun time. I'm glad we got to connect and give some advice for people to reach their personal paradise, pursue their passion. So thank you again, Jordan. I'm gonna have to have you on the show soon. Maybe we'll do a all singing version of the Patty Show. Let me know if you guys want to see that. I might have to warm up a lot, like a lot, but it should be a fun time. Yeah, my hair is looking crazy, y'all. Sorry, it was a shampoo day today, so I had to let it out. I'm just gonna reveal my hair care routine, y'all. Simple. So y'all gotta make sure y'all put that coconut milk on that hair. Let it dry out. Conditioner is also key. Both coconuts craze. That's me right there. I get it from the palm trees. Patty's palm trees. I put some coconut, all that good stuff. Let it dry out, and then you're good for the week. So if you got Asian, Indonesian hair, that's my routine. I don't know if it works for like Armenian hair or like Lebanese hair or whatever you identify as, but it works for me. So I'm blessed, and arigato coconut. Shout out to I forget the brands, but anything coconut, y'all can sponsor the show. All right, y'all. So to kind of just recap a little bit about those passionate episodes, like I mentioned, those that's just basically the tagline for the title for each of those episodes. But we all kind of always talk about that's one of the overarching themes of the Patty Show, talking about passions and how they're just fluid and just keep growing. And there's so many, it's plentiful of the P. So passion is the really powerful driver, honestly, for innovation and creativity, as we notice with like Jordan, how she's singing now, writing, and all that stuff. But also like the innovation part is a beautiful thing. I mean, think about like with Barry, my boy, family architect. That sounds super innovative. He's locked in over there helping families build a great foundation to just expand. So we just love that. And the creativity is just you can implement it everywhere. I know my boy Harrison always is creative when he's locking it up in the stage. The MC over here, my man Oga, big boss. That's a Nigerian word. And the innovation again, like with Lucario, occupational therapy, like a lot of syllables, y'all. That's a lot of innovation and a lot of creativity. So, man, passion is a beautiful thing. I know it can feel sometimes like passion is like finding that Easter egg, like there's only one thing. And if you don't find it, you feel like you're a failure, so to speak. And it can be kind of tough because I'm grateful that a lot of passions, but if I had to pick one, but like I mentioned, everyone has a lot. It's that entertainment. I love entertaining people, giving people good energy, positivity, laughs. Like when you have that laugh where it hurts a little bit. I'm not gonna like it's like my abs are burning, but I just love that reaction. From the storytelling, from making jokes, from just giving good energy to people. Honestly, whatever that may be. So that's one of, I guess, the Easter eggs. But I know it can be discouraging when you feel like you haven't found that Easter egg, but it's not an Easter egg hunt, if that makes sense for the passions. I feel like I feel like passions are just streams of Easter eggs, if that makes sense. It's plentiful. It's so much out there, and you don't even need to find it, because passion is there if you have the drive to want to live and want to just be a great human being to others around you, you know. So just don't get discouraged if you don't know your passion. Whatever makes you happy and can help the world become a better place, that's one of your passions. So just hold on to that and bring the good vibes, y'all. Another key takeaway I've realized from this past season is to identify and pursue our various passions and how it can lead to a more fulfilling life. I mean, right now I just set this up in my room. There's been a lot that's happened in my life, to be transparent with y'all recently. This is being recorded in like early March, episode coming. It should come out, yeah, Thursday. Of course, every Thursday, that's where the Patty Show is. But yeah, a lot has happened in my life recently, y'all. Not to explain too much, a lot of detail, but I do a lot of occupations. Shout out to the occupation therapists out there, and I like to stay busy with all the stuff I do. Personal training, online, in person, all that good stuff. Acting, commercials, and various mediums of acting, entertaining, of course, podcast hosting. Was doing a lot of data labeling, analyst stuff with the AI models, Meta. So that whole world right now is a little, how you say, unpredictable right now. Let's just say I gotta find another occupation to fill in that gap, and it's been tough. I gotta be honest with y'all. It's the uncertainty is it's scary. I uh I attest to that. It reminds me of the time, like I mentioned. Here we go. The COVID. This is where the COVID story comes in. COVID time, where a lot of uncertainty, no job security, all that stuff. I was nervous. Being the oldest, you kind of have to take a lot of the financial burden, and it was tough not really having the power to really do anything with it. And I'm feeling that kind of pressure, so to speak, right now. Thankfully, I have all these other side gigs and hustles, with the personal training. Like I said, y'all, at Patty Setiati Fitness. If y'all looking for an online coach, I'm ready to help you out. Let's do it together. You're a partner in fitness. Let's have fun. And yeah, it's just the whole interview process for everything. I got LinkedIn Premium now. Shout out LinkedIn Premium. And there's so much uncertainty where after you do the interview, and even if you feel like you aced it, you've done so amazing, technically it's phenomenal, you're super nice to the person, it's a good energy, like, we'll let you know in a couple of days. And it's just like, it's like blue balling. I'm gonna be honest with you, it's like the worst feeling. And long story short, the contract was supposed to be for, I say, 12 months. And I don't want to get too nitty gritty with everything because I'm just trying to bring good energy out there. But it got cut short out of nowhere. Let's just say that. And there's this other position, which will be another short term contract. And there's just so much uncertainty. And honestly, it plays a lot with me personally. Like, I'll be as transparent as I can with y'all. Like, it messes with me. Like, the uncertainty of not knowing if I'm going to get this position, if I can fund certain stuff, the family and everything. But also, what I've come to realize too is life is really beautiful when it's uncertain. And let me take a step back for that. So, especially when it comes to, like, I think of fitness, for example. Whenever you have a routine, that's probably the best way to make the most results. Like waking up at a certain time, eating the certain foods every day at certain meal timing and everything, getting the protein in, workouts in, calculating everything's perfect, all that good stuff. You'll get pretty consistent results because there's no variables affecting everything. But life isn't always that simple, is it? That's why you need an online coach at Patty Setziati Fitness. Your partner in fitness. Stop playing. I just gotta keep plugging it in. But like having, and I love that. I'm a creature of habit. I love when I wake up a certain time. 4:45 is usually my sweet spot time. Wake up to train before my clients at 5 a.m. around 5 a.m. 5:30, all that stuff. And it's great, waking up good flow, doing my this, that. Having that consistency, it's a beautiful and powerful thing. But life really throws you curveballs everywhere. And I've come to realize it's a spectrum. There's some people that do love that. Oh my God, if for 50 years of my life, 60 years, or however long you live, every day I'm gonna wake up, eat the same meals, do the same routine, blah 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 blah, all this for 50 years, I will be satisfied. Genuinely, there's people that love that. And there's some moments in my life I'm like, I like this, I can control this, I'm going like this, work work work. And that was a lot of my life working for that, the remote job, just consistent, boom 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 boom, satisfying. What happens is it becomes too comfortable, and when you're too comfortable, the growth kind of stagnates, because growth really doesn't happen if there is no tension. And tension usually happens when there's uncertainty. So the beauty of uncertainty, this is why I also love to travel, is you really don't know what to expect. And it honestly makes you love life more. It sounds a little wild, but I think of it as like a spectrum. There's some people that love, literally they're just free for all. They go super crazy. They're like, every day is a different day. Woo, the free spirit. So to all my girls out there that are the free spirited out there. But then there's also the super rigid. Like, okay, I know at 2 p.m. I'm gonna have a coffee. Or that's kind of late. 2 p.m. I'm gonna walk my dog. 2:15 I'm gonna bring him back in, and 2:45 I'm gonna type up this new report. Exact. So finding that balance of getting that discipline and that foundation helps a lot, because you want to get results in the gym, you want to do certain things. If I didn't organize the podcast, I didn't plan certain things, the podcast wouldn't be as good, thankfully. Like, shout out to y'all, 200 plus followers on Instagram. We're getting up there with subscribers on YouTube. Thanks again, all the listens. I'm so grateful to y'all. But not having that structure would make things hard, because there's so much technical stuff you got to deal with. The lighting, the setting up the memory cards and everything. But also, without fluidity, it's hard to really enjoy life, because everything's just monotonous. Tomorrow is going to be like this. Like, for example, today, just the past couple of days, my routine has been already thrown off because of everything with like the job market and all that stuff. But I literally just drove through another path, and I'm usually automatic with the way I go to work, because obviously, like, y'all can implement this in your life. Obviously, with a commute, sometimes you do have to do that route because you won't get to your job on time. Shout out LA traffic. It's crazy. But, if you want to try something different, I recommend leaving your house 15 minutes early or whatever time you need, and take a route that's completely different. Like, maybe add an extra 5 minutes of looping around, and you don't know what to expect, but you find some amazing things. Today I was driving back up from LA Fitness to get back home. Shout out to LA Fitness, personal trainers out there, love y'all. And usually I just go the same route. I'm going this, that, boom, boom. I don't recommend. Do it with my eyes closed to get back home. It's pretty simple, all that stuff. But I was like, hey man, let's try it out this way. I got Google Maps. If I get lost, I'll just plug it in and we'll get home eventually. So what I did was I go through the different routes, and I just follow where my heart took me, where the palm trees took me. And I'm reminded I'm in goddamn Los Angeles, California. Hollywood sign is right there. We got the palm trees, blessed weather. It's not the best right now, but blessed weather. They got all the celebrities, everyone locking in, doing amazing things. I'm here for a reason. I'm physically in the spot where I need to be. And it just reminded me, my car has like sunroof thing. I'm so blessed. Thank you. Shout out to my Mazda CX-5, Mazda gang. I just opened it up. I was like, man, get the fresh air in. Like, I don't usually do this on my day-to-day routine, because I'm just trying to go straight home, get to work and all that stuff. So the fact that I took that time and just absorbed everything, it really gave some great mental clarity to me. And I recommend everyone try that. for your commute, for whatever you do. Take a road that you have never tried. Try different things that you've never tried before, even if it's just like one little thing, because we really are creatures of habit. And the routine stuff, like I mentioned, it's great, especially with fitness. It's amazing. You need that foundation because, like, there's bad routines, good routines, all that stuff. But try something new, because this life is honestly too short to just do the same thing every single day. I think of it this way when it comes to the whole routine versus just free flowing. I've realized this when I'm traveling, and I'm reminded again now because I'm back. I was back on that corporate grind again for a while, and the beauty of travel that I love so much when I really truly experienced it when I was in Indonesia at the time, in Bali and everything, was we're on this earth for such a limited time. Why not enjoy it? Sounds crazy to say, but let's just enjoy this life. Be happy. Go take some extra time to get home. Walk an extra block. Maybe get home faster. Switch it up. Whatever it may be. It really reminded me, like, man, we don't have infinity years, unless you're Wolverine or something, but on this planet. And it's that balance of having urgency, but also like not panicking too much. You're like, oh my God, I only have this certain amount of time. And that anxiety builds up, especially when you sleep. I mean, I kind of technically have to go to bed pretty early, around 9:30 maybe, to get some quality sleep, because waking up at 4:45. But when you overthink too much, what ends up happening is the next day just gets ruined, and then you're not present in the moment. So I've been trying to be more present, y'all. And I appreciate everyone's support that has been supporting me with everything, all the craziness that's been happening. But yeah, just try something new, y'all. That's what I recommend this day, and that's what the Patty Show is all about. Keep exploring, trying different avenues, and yeah, I've learned so much listening to the Patty Show. Thankfully, I'm so grateful. Like I said, we're on 20. This is 28th, but 28 plus episodes is insane. You could technically try it out. Watch Patty Show 24 hours of the day. So let me know how that goes. But yeah, I'll be present and try different things, man. I mean, man, I just feel inspired, y'all. So thank you again. Thanks for letting me share, y'all. So I appreciate you guys. Another takeaway from the whole passion aspect of the Patty Show: overcoming obstacles and maintaining momentum are crucial to achieving success. Yes, that momentum. I mentioned that routine, right? So that routine can help a lot with that momentum. When it comes to like fitness goals, you hit a certain milestone for lifting something, it gets addicting, that success. When you see like, wow, the scale has been moving, I'm seeing a little bicep bump, shout out to the little bicep bump, boop, boop. It's addicting. So channel that when you're trying to get to the next level and just keep leveling up. Enjoy your life, but also work hard, y'all. It's I know it's the balance word gets thrown around all the time, but it's so true. Find your balance. Everyone has individualized ways to handle things. Some people need to just like crack down, and they feel more pleasure and more enjoyment that way, of just like discipline 80% of the time, or 90%. Even some people like 99% maybe, or 100%, whatever that is. For David Goggins, shout out to him. There's some people that can work better with the free flowing, like 100%, 90%, whatever that may be. You just got to experiment. I'm gonna be real with y'all. That's sounds like it's a answer like you probably didn't expect, but you just got to experiment. I mean, like with fitness, I'm mentioning it again. That's why people get personal trainers. They need that personalized advice in person or like online, what have you. I can't just tell you do a squat. I gotta see, what are your limitations? What are your goals? Okay, maybe then instead of just a regular barbell back squat, let's do Bulgarian Swiss squats or something. Let's do it where we're using more weight on the right side instead of the left, whatever it may be, because your right side is way stronger. So we want to just get it to go even stronger. Like there's so much individualization. That's why I love coaching my clients and supporting all those people, because you can, as a coach, it's a blessing to see everyone's little unique details, uniqueness, and it's beautiful when you help them figure out their own puzzle. Oh man, it's so satisfying. Shout out to all my clients that give me all those amazing wins that they shared on me. I had one of my clients, Kathleen. Shout out to you. Hopefully you're watching this. But she mentioned how she could finally fit one of the piece of clothing that she couldn't fit in a while, and it just made my day. Like legitimately, I'm not even trying to I'm not just trying to get more clients. Shout out to more clients, but it legitimately made me so happy. I was like, wow, like the fact that I can impact you in that way is a true blessing, you know, because I mean, I think for me and my personal fitness journey and just journey in general, I feel like the imposter syndrome always comes back to me. Just it's hard. It's hard, y'all. I can't believe I'm in LA. First of all, that's another thing. Can't believe I'm fit. I'm active. I'm doing my thing. I'm a personal trainer. You know, it's crazy because I used to be that little pleb kid that wasn't super fit, like didn't know about all this stuff. But we all start somewhere, y'all. So if you're scared also of trying something new this year, just do it, man. Everyone's been a beginner, whatever that is. You want to learn about kayaking, snorkeling, or I don't know, Python. Might try to learn Python. Let's see, trying to get new jobs. Stop playing. So just don't be scared and try it out, y'all. Okay? So next kind of segment of the Patty Show, we got some questions that we're trying to answer right here. What are some common signs that indicate you found your passion? Okay, so honestly, we've mentioned this a lot on the show, but it's hard to pinpoint it a little bit because everyone is unique in their own way. But for me personally, it's when it just feels so organic. Like this right now, well, it's been half an hour already just chatting. It's just free flowing. I don't really have to think too much about it, and it just spitballs and fires through. That's honestly where you found one of your passions. And I mentioned about the passion thing. It's not just one. You got multiple tiers. You have so many different things. As humans, we're multifaceted. We're not just black and white, gray, and the office worker kind of thing. Shout out to the office workers, you know? So just experiment, y'all. This is the time. This is the year. It's never too late to experiment. You could be 50. You could be 15. It doesn't matter. WWE, y'all got me messed up. I'm not gonna lie. This is just a random tangent. But John Cena going bad. Oh my god. I did not see that coming. I'll be real with you. That's my hero. I think I've mentioned it before. John Cena, you gotta be on the podcast. We gotta talk, bro. You're wild. You're wild. But yeah, that's about passion. You know, it honestly, don't worry about figuring out if you found your passion or passions, whatever. Just go through life. If it's something that you love and you feel like you are having fulfillment and enjoyment of it, just keep doing that. You know, just keep doing that, and then it will maybe click one day. Maybe you'll watch the Patty Show for 24 plus hours, and then it'll finally click. Another question we got is, how can you overcome fear and self-doubt when pursuing your passions? So we kind of mentioned this before, but honestly, the best advice is be messy and just jump into the pool, because nobody's going to be perfect the first time going. There might be people that are perfect, quote unquote, but there's still going to be some flaws and whatever throughout the journey. And that's just part of it. That's the beauty of it. And the reason why life is so beautiful, honestly. Because if everything was calculated, let's think about this. If everything was really calculated and you knew exactly what life was going to bring, let's say I went to the store at 5:55 p.m. and I know that John Cena will show up every single time I'm there, like a video game. Yeah, that's cool after the first couple of times, but after a while, you're like, man, there's really no spark, or no, what's it called, spontaneity. You know, like, is that really fun? I mean, like I mentioned, there's some people that just love calculated stuff that are numbers, but for me, I mean, when I was traveling and stuff, I love that uncertainty. You know, when I was in Puerto Vallarta, shout out to everyone there. I love that so much. Alex, miss you, brother. Danny, everybody out there. Man, phew, that was a wild time. You know, like everything was just, you never knew what to expect. You know, good vibes, good drinks, good energy, good drinks, good food. You know, yeah, that was a crazy time, y'all. All inclusive. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't think I'll do it again because I went overboard. Ate a little too much of everything. My stomach was, oh man, it was just too much. And I don't know. For me personally, I think I saw this on a podcast, but you know, when they ask people like their high achievers or CEOs, are like, all right, once you reach your certain goal, whatever, what's life like after that? Are you just gonna retire on the beach and all that stuff? I'll be honest with you, I don't think I could just retire on the beach. My mind would just be like, what's the next thing, kind of thing. So that was my feeling when I was just chilling. And yeah, I don't know how people can fully relax. I do love me a good relaxation for like 1 or 2 days maybe, but I just always gotta be on my feet because this is also a standing desk vibe. So That's just me. But everybody, if you love doing that, shout out to you. You can do your thing. Everyone has their own unique way of doing things, but that's what we love about life, y'all. All right. So, final question for this little segment. What are some practical steps you can take to turn your passion into a career or meaningful pursuit? Very great question. So, honestly, the actionable steps I mentioned, like I said, just kind of just jump into it. Ask for help, honestly, because I don't know every single career field out there. That's also why I'm doing the Patty Show. I'm trying to learn more, absorb. We had an occupational therapist, we had a family architect, we've had, so many people on the show, and I'm learning so much from them. But just ask questions. Don't be afraid to be the what's it called? The student or the newbie or the whatever you have. Just ask the questions, and if these people don't want to answer your question, someone will. There'll be someone out there, a little palm tree, giving you good energy, giving you good knowledge. So shout out to all the people that have given me good knowledge and mentored me. You know who you are. There's a lot of y'all, so I appreciate y'all greatly with all the passions. I'm so grateful again for this show, and keeps me good during all the uncertainty and crazy time. All right, y'all. Second segment we got here was we're gonna talk a little bit about the pleasure episodes. We had episode 19, like I mentioned. Shout out Lucy, Colin. Man, y'all really took care of me. I appreciate y'all so much. Man, that was a great time in New York. Thanks for letting me crash at the couch and having a good time, having some of the guests on there too. And yeah, y'all talking about body positivity, how important it is to really love yourself, embrace yourself, and bring that energy back towards people. Both of these guys, man, they're super active, they're super motivating. Lucy playing that volleyball, Colin, basketball star, doing his thing, locked in. Y'all gotta follow his Etsy with all this 3D printing that he does over there, and Lucy doing her assistant, was executive assistant, I believe. I can't remember the exact title, but and both of y'all, power couple. I'm glad I could introduce y'all together and have a hopefully maybe beautiful family in the future. Invite me to the wedding. Stop playing. I love weddings and love. But thank you guys again from the bottom of my heart coming to the Patty Show. Hopefully to see you guys real soon in LA or wherever that is. Episode 22, we had Ali, my boy Ali Haydar. Day one, I know he's messing about this hair. Look at that. The hair's out, my boy. So that whole story was crazy. Thanks for sharing about that time with your torn pec and how meditation has helped you a lot. I love that, man. And I know you're fasting right now, Ramadan, all that stuff. Blessings to all the people, Ramadan, everything. You've always got my back from the beginning. I'm going to keep it short, but man, I'm going to have you on the show again. Thank you again for your wisdom, being part of the family, helping my brother Dylan that time. And man, you really have grown a lot, and it's a blessing to see you grow, man. You're locked in and having fun in New York. Thank you again for letting me crash also. Please come to LA, my brother. I appreciate you. Arigato. Episode 25 with my brother Eric Chen. Man, Eric, thank you again for everything. I love the little warehouse. Thanks for coming on and just sharing a little bit about that entrepreneur mindset, sharing some tips on how to just stay composed, man. Like if something crazy happens, what's the worst that can happen after that? It already happened. Like you mentioned, when someone took some of the crates, and for you as like the head honcho, you were like, man, I just gotta stay composed, because if I'm not composed, the whole team is also gonna be even worse. Everyone's already panicking, and you're already thinking about how, like, hey man, it already happened. Let's find a way to move on from that. And that's such a powerful tip in life for whatever it is. I'm implementing it a lot in my life. After an interview, I'm just like, hey, you done it. Move on to what you can control, and let's just keep going. So Eric, thank you again for both of those games. The Danger Hugs, super fun. I'm pretty sure that's the name. And then, of course, Sabotage. Y'all got to find it. Follow my boy Eric Chen. Look up the game Sabotage and all that stuff. So, man, we got to get you on the show again. Thank you for sharing all that stuff, man. And shout out to your wife, your fiance. It's going to be your wife. That wedding's going to be amazing. You always need someone like that to anchor you down. Hopefully I find somebody. Stop playing. Some key takeaways for pleasure, y'all. Pleasure is truly essential to our well-being, and it can be cultivated through self-care and mindfulness. The mindfulness, just being present in the moment, enjoying where you are now. Like the fact that I'm in Koreatown in Los Angeles. I'm standing, I'm breathing, I'm healthy, I'm I'm just blessed, y'all. Despite all the craziness, whatever it is in the life, like I have running water. I got to shower, like with this, my hair's all over the place, but I have hair, and I have a podcast that I'm so proud of and I'm grateful for. There's so much to be thankful for. Find that one thing and it'll just stack. It'll just keep going, 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 going. If you look at the things that you don't have, it's just a uphill battle. It's terrible. Find the things that you do have and start with one little thing. The fact that we're awake, and I'm gonna be real with you. In the heat of the moment, it sucks. Like waking up at 4:45, 4 in the morning. I'm awake. I wake up like so groggy those days sometimes. I'm just like, but I try my hardest to pivot my thinking and be like, God, whatever y'all believe in. For me personally, I'm like, God, I am awake. Tomorrow isn't guaranteed, y'all. Literally 2 seconds from now, maybe this. Oh, see, I don't know. It's not guaranteed. So just be thankful for what you can be in. Speaking of that, y'all, I did a 5-day water fast, and wow, a lot of spiritual cleansing. I had it's my journal that I have. Shout out, I'm in New York. But let me just look through some of the journal entries over here. Started the fast. How can I act on my purpose? Yeah, so I might have to unpack all of that. There's a lot of journal entries, but 5-day water fast, y'all, 120 plus hours. The longest one I've done before was less than 100 hours, maybe 3 days. And it just reminded me we're pretty simple creatures too. We don't really need much in our life, water is pretty essential, but we really don't even need food sometimes, and obviously it's a privilege of mine that I had the option to say no to food because I know there's so many people out there that don't have that option. So I was just so much gratitude connecting more to the spiritual part. Like all I really need is God and water and just, good energy and prayers for my people. So 5 days, man. I might try to do a 7-day eventually, but it's a wild ride. The first couple of days, it is kind of tough because you're getting used to not consuming anything. Tummy grumbles. It still was grumbling on the 4th or 5th day, but it does get a little easier because you get used to it, routine and everything. But it also helps because you didn't pay for some food, so you save some money that way, and you get more time to do different stuff. So I got to like post more fitness content and just connect with more people. So it was kind of beautiful. Obviously, do it with your own medical professionals, guidance and all that stuff. We don't want to get sued on the Fatty Show, but I recommend something like that where you can try something new. It's a different take. I was more grateful for everything, and the first bite of watermelon, you can ask my brother. Wow, I was like, God damn, this is crazy, So super grateful, and that fast really was a transformative part in my life. I'm glad I did it, to be honest with you, and I'm just glad for the Patty Show, y'all, because we got to talk about the other episodes. Season 3, I'm kind of going all over the place. It's been a very transformative time for me. The positivity episodes, we had episode 20, Beautiful Mountain, Rachel Belmonte. Thank you so much for pulling up all the way to Upper East Side from Staten Island, the best island in the world, next to Bali, of course. Girl, you my day one right there. It was just crazy reminiscing. You're another one of my friends that like is family, and we haven't seen each other in a long time. I think we mentioned it on the episode, but literally we see each other in front of H&M and click. Like it's like, girl, it's like I saw you yesterday, or I saw you like 2 hours ago. It's so grateful. Thank you for coming, and thanks for sharing about all that nursing knowledge, y'all. She was spitting some fire about that nursing knowledge. I'm real true. I don't remember it all, cause that's a lot of memorization. Me doing that personal training test was tough. So y'all gotta watch the episode with all the tips. If you're looking to be a nurse, Rachel Belmonte is your girl. Thank you, girl. Arigato. Episode 23 with Ramel, my director, my photographer, videographer, and the man that always exposes me when I'm trying to have my good time, demon time. I'm trying to be like heel bad guy John Cena. I'm kidding, partially. But man, thanks for being on the show, man. Thanks for having me at your place. I love the vibe over there. It's super cool that you moved to the US and we're staying in that place and now you're there now, and it must be such a wild trip over there. But you've grown so much, man. You've helped me during the crazy times of my senior year. All the breakup and us locked in fitness and everything, and all the projects that we've done. Y'all gotta check them all out. Super fun. You gotta get one coming soon, hopefully. And yeah, man, you're just an inspiration. Thank you for sharing about those Jesuit values and the examine. Reflecting all the different. Y'all gotta watch the episode because there was so much of the words. I can't really remember. There's a lot of episodes, y'all. But reflecting on everything, especially with one of those Jesuit values, is such a powerful thing. I've been reflecting a lot, especially when I did that 5 day fast. Just taking a step back and really thinking, wow, I'm blessed, yo. Like even when there's stuff in life that's not the best, uncertainty with the job and money and whatever, but like I said, we're awake, we're alive, we're blessed, we're thriving, we got people we love, and we're doing the stuff that we love, hopefully. So I'm grateful. Thanks, my boy Ramel. Appreciate you. Arigato. See you soon. And of course, positivity with my Indonesian princess, Amelia Heidi. Come on, girl. You're locked in. I keep seeing you post your stuff. Keep doing your thing. One day you're gonna teach me how to do that bye 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 dance, I think. Because y'all gotta see it. She's locked in. I can't. I know that part. I used to do it before. Shout out Connecticut Free Shakespeare. But Amelia, you are a true inspiration to me. You're one of those people like I haven't seen you in like over a year, and you always give the support on Instagram, sending like great emojis, good advice, good energy, and it's a it just goes together. Like I love that. Hopefully we can hang again soon. Keep doing your acting stuff and all the other stuff. Teach me about crypto. Y'all gotta watch the episode. She does it all. This girl. But yeah, y'all. This whole season of the Patty Show that we've gone through so many different changes and a lot of fun times, and yeah, I'm just listening, like looking through all these episodes. We had obviously episode 18 with Harrison. Passion, igniting your inner fire, bro, was locked. Sharing about that fire of the Holy Spirit, being a disciple, but also like how he wasn't proud of his African heritage, and now it makes him money, and it makes him super happy, and he's super proud of being Olga Big Boss. Episode 19, Pleasure, celebrating the human experience with Lucy Albertson and Colin Crew. Man, both of y'all live your best lives in New York. Whenever I visited y'all before that, man, we always had a blast. Where it's like going bar hopping, going to a different venue, or just having brunch, birthday brunch. You remember that, Lucy? Oh man, bottomless mimosas, dangerous. Stop playing. You got to celebrate the human experience. Episode 20, positivity, finding peace in the present, with Rachel Belmonte. If you're a nurse and you're not peaceful in the present, you can't help your patients. So y'all got to stop playing. If you want to watch that episode to learn more about nursing and everything, like I mentioned, there's a lot that I can't really remember off the top of my head. Episode 21, Passion, igniting your innovative spirit. My boy Barry Gray, shout out Capital One. What's in your wallet? Man, Capital One, y'all got it. Because also, I think it's a key word too when it comes to the whole Patty Show, but remind yourself to savor the best moments in life and just savor life in general. That's actually a card, the Savor card on Capital One. I got that from the OG days. So that's actually hilarious. But savor every moment you can, because everything is fleeting. You can't go back into it. The literally 5 seconds before recording this podcast, even there we go. We just lost that moment. You got to savor it, y'all. And we talk a lot about it with being present. And Barry, man, you the man, bro. I got to have you on the show soon. That yoga is going to be popping off soon. And thanks for all the good vibes always, man. Always taking care of us, man. Episode 22, Pleasure, prioritizing your well-being with Ali Haydar. His well-being was kind of messed up with the torn pec, but he took time to himself, meditated a lot, was more mindful, and man, he is killing it in New York. Proud of you, my brother. You gotta hook me up with those falafels or that recipe from your mom. That was amazing, man. Episode 23, Positivity, Rising Above Adversity with Ramel Maldonado. Man, that project gotta come out soon, bro. Like, I'm ready. Come to LA. Let's do our thing. Whatever that new storyline's gonna be. I can't teach too much. He did share a script with me, so I gotta hold you accountable, my man. But thanks for being vulnerable and sharing, and just me and you, man. I'm so grateful for our friendship and connection. Nicole, you're gonna be on the podcast soon. His girlfriend. 24, Passion. Oh man, living a life you love with Lucario Alcide. I love that you're in my life, my brother. Thank you for everything. I love that you just blended in with my family. I mean, well, maybe not physically, because everyone knew you were unique. With your chocolate skin. But they love you, man. They miss you. Let's do some karaoke again soon and crash another wedding. Whoever's wedding it is, I don't know who it's gonna be. And invite us to your wedding so we can crash it, y'all. We got some performances coming up, so let's have some good vibes. Episode 25, Pleasure, savoring the good life with Eric Chen. My CEO brother, Asian brother, I learned a lot from you. Thanks for being so great on the game show, being so welcoming and friendly the first time we met over there. And I know those long shoot days were crazy, but it was worth it. The fact that we could connect, and I'm glad you showed me on the warehouse. Super inspiring, man. I don't know if I could do whole business like that. It's a lot to deal with, but you've taught me a lot, especially when it comes to like different business avenues and like how things work, especially like this online coaching. I've taken a lot of your advice and implemented it for this as well. So thank you for sharing, and man, appreciate you gratefully. Come to the K-Town area. We're gonna have a fun time, brother. Blessings to you. Episode 26, Positivity, Unlocking a More Optimistic You with Amelia Heidi. Like I mentioned, girl, keep doing you. We gonna make it to the big screen. They're not ready for us. Indo take over. You know, you keep doing your thing. You truly inspire me. The fact that you're connected with so many different people, it's just powerful. It's inspiring. And thanks for always never being fake. I literally hit you up and you just text back super quick, and I appreciate you greatly, girl. 27, Passion, Unleashing Your Inner Drive with Jordan Castillo. Shut up, Paul. Shut up, Paul. Yeah, that story is still wild to me. I got to play some water polo with Patty or something. Thank you for being on the show, sharing about that singing, writing whole vibe now, and helping us make a Patty Show song. Maybe we'll make some lyrics. We'll figure out how that goes. We did a little test run on the episode, so y'all got to check that out. But I'm truly grateful for your friendship and your inspiration. So keep doing your thing. I got to see you sing soon again, wherever that may be. Come to K-Town. Maybe there's some bar that wants to sponsor her. Do your thing, you know? And just to kind of wrap up a little bit, we got some quick questions to answer for what's to come for season 3, the rest of season 3. What are some common themes that have? Well, this is what happened season 3. What are some common themes that have emerged throughout season 3? Honestly, one of the key ones is just savoring. Shout out Capital One. Savoring the moment, enjoying life, because life is too short and it flees away before you even know it. So enjoy that life, y'all. Even if there's stress with everything, job uncertainty, job security, all that craziness, family drama, all of the wild, whatever, health and all that stuff. Just try to enjoy it. I know it's easier said than done. I'm gonna be real with you, because there's some days where it's even worse. Maybe you don't have the best health, or you don't have enough money or whatever. But try to find the silver lining. And I'm just doing this also for me personally, because I need to remind myself, y'all. So that's why I love this podcast so much. Every time I listen to it, I just get reminded, like, I'm blessed, I'm blessed, I'm blessed. And I just want to keep sharing those blessings. So keep doing that, y'all. How can you apply the principles of passion, pleasure, and positivity to your own life? Well, you know how it is, y'all. There's multiple passions out there. Keep pursuing all the different ones. Try different passions. You know, life is too short to just have one passion or have no passion. Just keep doing it. If you want to be a farmer, do it. Try it out. Ice cream maker, go try it out and give me a recipe, because I love my Ben and Jerry's. You know, Ben and Jerry's sponsor of the Paddock Show, coming soon. And when it comes to pleasure, you gotta savor the moment, y'all. Like, take that different route to work. Take an extra couple blocks to walk, or do something different, because life is too short not to enjoy it. I was working out Saturday morning, the LA Fitness in the Playa Vista near the beach. Honestly, it opens the earliest out of all the other ones around 6 in the morning. I would wake up crack it on. I drive over there. It's quite of a drive, but you know, there's no traffic because it's early in the morning. After that workout, it was nice to switch up the scenery, and I went to the beach. It was nice. It was fun. It was just a blessing, you know. So savor and enjoy the life. And one of the beaches was called Toe Beach. So yeah, if you know, you know. Positivity, honestly, the positivity is just the fuel that keeps it going to try these different things. Because when you're negative, you always want to just not do certain things that make your life better. So the positivity is that fuel, that energy that will keep you pursuing your passions, enjoying pleasure, and positivity is that fuel. So shout out to positivity, y'all. Let's live a great life. What are some exciting topics or guests that you're looking forward to in the second half of season 3? Can't spoil too much, but let's just say this next episode, it's gonna be a banger. You're gonna be shook, y'all. I'm not gonna lie to you. It'll be very I don't know. That episode, this coming episode is gonna be a fun one, where gratitude is. I wish there was more words to describe it. I'm sure there's like infinite words, but super grateful. That's all I gotta say. That episode is gonna be crazy, and more episodes to come. just keep inspiring people. I'm just super excited. And yeah, I'm super grateful for this episode 28, season 3, mid-season recap. Thank you all for always supporting. Like I said, follow me on Instagram at Patty Satiati. Patty Satiati Fitness at Patty Satiati Fitness. Let's get more followers there, clients, support. And at PattySatiati.com has all my links to everything. PattyShow.podbean.com has the podcast stuff. At Patty Show Podcast on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. Let's keep, pursuing our personal paradise, wherever that is. Let's keep locking in, have a good time, enjoy our lives. And what's there more to say? But, arigato, good vibes. I'm excited for the second half of season 3. So if y'all have any other good vibes or questions y'all want to ask away on the Instagram and do your thing, y'all. So savor the moment. Enjoy life, have fun, and try a different path, whatever that may be. This is Patty Satiati. I'm grateful for you tuning in to the Patty Show. Remember, share, subscribe. Let's get those subscribers up, followers, and everything, and just have a good time and stay blessed, y'all. Arigato. Season 3, mid-season recap. It's Patty Satiati of the Patty Show, and arigato. Arigato. Thanks for joining me on this episode of The Patty Show. I hope you had as much fun as I did exploring the crossing point of the 3 Ps: passion, pleasure, and positivity. If you want to keep the Patty Party going, follow us on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and all social platforms at Patty Show Podcast. Share this episode and leave a positive review. PattySatiati.com/podcast, as well as PattyShow.podbean.com, have got more of your Patty Show needs. In the meantime, keep passionately pursuing your personal paradise. Arigato.